Dang, dang, dang. So this is what it's come to. This is what it's come to. Adam Silver's had to come in and say, hold up. You stay right there. You stay right there. I got to break up all this fighting and all this foolishness going on. Adam Silver has had to insert himself to make sure that there's no strike, no lockout, and to ensure that there is a 2026 WNBA season with future plans to also head to China. We got an ESPN article breaking down all the issues in the CBA in which the players have issues with and things that have to be straightened out with Cathy Engelberg. Let's get right into it. Welcome to Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel, hit that bell notification, hype the video. Adam Silver has had it up to here. Adam Silver said, hey, listen, man, all this cattiness is getting real. It's getting real personal, real emotional. It's too much women stuff going on. Adam Silver has had to insert himself to straighten this thing all out because he got plans. I got plans for you. I got plans for you. Yeah, Adam Silver said, wait a second. Y'all not about to mess up what I got going on. You know what I'm saying? I got the NBA to focus on over here. I already got something set up with y'all to go to China. Y'all got to chill out. Here's what it says. In an article, WNBA game in China could happen very soon, says Adam Silver. NBA commissioner talks up potential of bringing a WNBA game to Macau or mainland China. It says the WNBA has never played an official game in Asia. Silver says there's so much interest in women's basketball in China. NBA Inc.'s partnership with Chinese Basketball Association. Okay. The Women's National Basketball Association could soon be playing games in China. The league held its first regular season matchup outside of the U.S. this year when the Seattle Storm faced the Atlanta Dream at Rogers Arena on August 15th, having already staged several preseason fixtures in the likes of Mexico and the UK. Look, y'all get a team in London. I might have to go out there. Y'all go to London. I might have to go out there. And it ain't going to be for no basketball. All right. It says now the NBA commissioner Adam Silver has talked up the prospect of the WNBA heading to China, where basketball is hugely popular and the country represents the NBA's second largest market. They love them some basketball over there in China. They paying females and males top dollar to come overseas and play there during their off seasons. So they love them some basketball over there. He said, we have to get through a new collective bargaining agreement with our players, Silver told CNBC. But once we do, there's so much interest in women's basketball here. I think we'd love to bring a WNBA game to Macau or to mainland China. Asked when the WNBA could head to China, Silver replied, very soon. He replied, very soon. He got plans. He already got plans. It ain't going to be no lockout. Adam Silver is here to ensure that there will be no lockout. It's too many people investing money. There won't be a lockout. Not if it's on Adam Silver's watch. Silver was speaking courtside from the first of two NBA preseason games in Macau over the weekend. The NBA was already over there, which marked the league's return to China after a 6-year hiatus. The country had reacted angrily to tweets then Houston Rockets GM Daryl Morey supporting Hong Kong anti-government protesters in 2019. It says the WNBA has recently denied that its commissioner Cathy Engelberg will resign once a new CBA is reached. The threat of players striking to secure a better deal still remains. The possibility of both the NBA and WNBA playing games in China come as the former doubles down on its commitment to the country through a new multi-year partnership with the Chinese Basketball Association. This collaboration is a continuation of our long-term efforts to elevate the game of basketball in China at all levels. We look forward to strengthening our collective commitment to developing the next generation of NBA and WNBA players from China. So, it says the pact The pact includes a commitment to raise standards across basketball games in China, while the country's men and women's national teams will be given opportunities to train and compete in the U.S., including taking part in NBA Summer League and preseason WNBA games. So there's already an agreement for the WNBA to start to expand in China. Adam Silver is not about to let all this bickering and back and forth and all this nonsense ruin a deal he has in place for both leagues. Under no circumstances will Adam Silver allow this to ruin a deal that he already has in place. So I think Adam Silver is here to see to it that there will be no lockout, no strike happening, and that a deal will get done. Let's take a look at this article that was put up today on ESPN. WNBA CBA negotiations, biggest issues, lockout potential, and more. And I'll just kind of highlight some of the main points. It's just kind of WNBA players have their eyes set on a transformational CBA. And obviously they have not been able to come to an agreement on that. The biggest priorities for these players are increased salaries, revenue sharing, things like that. And they want a better percentage of the totality of the money that's coming in. And that is a big problem. It's also, with the broadcasting rights, okay? The WNBA has deals with Disney, Amazon Prime, NBC, and the deal is valued at $2.2 billion. And the players basically want their piece of the players feel like we're the ones playing. We help secure this money, $2.2 billion. We should be getting a fair piece. We want a fair piece of the pie. How might the recent criticism of Cathy Engelbert impact negotiations? Cathy Engelbert was loudly booed by fans in Phoenix when presenting the WNBA championship trophy to the Aces and the finals MVP to A'ja Wilson. Commissioners hearing fans' wrath in these situations is not new in pro sports. But that was a bad look. That was a really, really bad look. And they kind of highlighted, Nafisa Collier's depiction of the private conversation they had, and just kind of reiterating that Cathy Engelbert isn't going anywhere. Now, here are some key deadlines that we need to be on the lookout for. A deal needs to be reached by October 31st. Failing to reach an agreement by Halloween wouldn't necessarily translate into a lockout. Prior to the 2020 collective bargaining agreement, for example, the two sides extended the term of the previous CBA until they completed negotiations in mid-January. On the eve of free agency, a work stoppage would be unprecedented in WNBA history. During exit interviews following the Indiana Fever's eliminator, guard Sophie Cunningham said that it is a possibility. We've heard all the players say that there is a possibility of a lockout, and they're willing to sit for what they feel they are rightfully owed and deserve. Key dates to know: November and December, expansion draft and draft lottery. Last year's draft lottery was held November 17th. With Toronto and Portland joining the WNBA in 2026, the league will need to hold an expansion draft for a second consecutive year. They held an expansion draft in 2024 for the Valkyries. That was on December 6th. So those are November, December things to be on the lookout for. January to March is Unrivaled's second season. And then January and February is WNBA free agency. A mammoth free agency is expected this offseason, as almost every player is not currently on a rookie deal will be a free agent. Everybody was trying to set themselves up to line up their pockets for this free agency coming up. So January and February, WNBA free agency, be on the lookout for that. April, WNBA draft and training camps, and your boy KTV will be covering it all. Get down in the comments and let me know what y'all think about all this. This is Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel.